So the wife of suspected Long Island SK Rex Heuermann, she filed for divorce on Wednesday, the same day that the new photos of her surfaced. Asa Ellerup, 59, the accused SK's shocked and disgusted wife, filed for a matrimonial complaint in Suffolk County Supreme Court against her embattled husband of more than 20 years, online court records show. Under New York state law, all filings in divorce proceedings are sealed from public scrutiny, but the cases and parties' names are docketed and posted. Asa Ellerup versus Rex Heuermann is listed as an uncontested matrimonial filing dated Wednesday with a complaint summons and notice concerning continuation of healthcare coverage filed and processed, although they are not made public. The filing was first made public on Twitter by Daily Beast reporter Pilar Melendez on Wednesday evening. Ellerup and the couple's daughter, Victoria Heuermann, 26, were seen earlier this week, according to photos taken by Fox News Digital. So, some of the items that were pulled out of Rex Heuermann's home that he shared with his wife, Asa, in Massapequa Park in the recent days have included more than 200 firearms, a large doll in a glass case, a large portrait of a woman with a bruised face, and a filing cabinet. Investigators, some dressed in crime lab t-shirts and protective suits, were seen carting away a desktop computer, a large picture frame, a mirror, and many other household items. It remains to be seen whether any of those items will help the authorities build their case against Heuermann, an architect who was charged last Saturday with the unaliving on homicides of 3 women and was said by a prosecutor to be a suspect in a 4th homicide. So, criminal profiler Alexa grew up in Massapequa Park. So, she was able to capture a few images because she lives within the area. A very eerie feeling indeed. Alexa went on to tell us that actually the Baldwins are from Massapequa Park, like Alec Baldwin, Billy Baldwin. It's a small world sometimes.
Rex Heuermann owns a timeshare property at Club de Soleil in Las Vegas. The 59-year-old was charged last week in the deaths of 3 of the 11 women whose remains were discovered buried on a remote beach highway in 2010 and 2011 in New York. Police are aware of Heuermann's connections to Las Vegas and are currently reviewing unsolved cases to see if he has involvement.
Architect who ran a company called RH Consultants and Associates.
How you doing? Good to see you.
YouTuber Antoine Amira, who runs a page called Bonjour Realty, interviewed Heuermann about his work a year ago.
What has this job taught you about yourself?
I think it's taught me more about how to understand people.
Really what stood out is his attention to details. He was very knowledgeable, very detail-oriented.
Amira told us Heuermann had a distinct physical presence.
Intimidating, no. Imposing, yes, very, very imposing. He is a head above me, a very large person. I still remember his handshake when we met. Very strong.
Wow.
A very strong handshake. It was like you were shaking like a very thick piece of marble. That's how strong his hand was.
CBS 2 was outside Heuermann's office at 36th and 5th as authorities carried out at least 4 computers, and now the investigation continues.
The human nature is fascinating because you never know who you have in front of you. It's very unsettling at the same time, but also fascinating.
It's just really unsettling knowing that something like this literally hits so close to home.
Forensic investigators in and out of a home that neighbors say always looked a little out of place next to the perfectly manicured lawns in Massapequa Park.
This one, just you always looked at it and it looked a little creepy or weird.
It was a really hot day out and he was outside in overalls chopping wood in the driveway.
Cassandra Wickard had spoken to Rex Heuermann when he was just her neighbor.
He talked to us about how he does woodworking and building furniture, and his father used to build furniture.
His life as a husband, a father, and an architect seemed ordinary.
Hey, this is Rex.
Just like this voicemail obtained exclusively by Eyewitness News.
Yeah, I had a question for you.
I assumed he just wanted to do some work together, but he always made me a little bit uncomfortable.
I also wanted to touch base.
Dominique Vidal says Heuermann left her that message in late February. When she left a networking group for architects and designers, she says they were both in. Heuermann apparently up until his arrest Thursday. She recalls some of their now chilling past conversations.
And then he asked me if I knew about the Gilgo Beach. And back then, I was like, oh, you know, he's just from that area. But now I just see it as a kind of just putting it in somebody's face.
Yeah, I think he was leading certainly a double life.
Investigators say Heuermann's obsessive web searches about the case, his use of burner phones, and DNA extracted from pizza crust helped tie him to the 3 women, making him a prime suspect for a 4th.
He definitely bifurcated his life as to, what he did behind closed doors and what the public saw.
Law enforcement now with a full DNA sample can determine if any of the other Gilgo Beach can be connected to Heuermann. He's pleading not guilty. In Massapequa Park, Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
So again, Rex Heuermann owned a timeshare in Las Vegas. That was $17,000. Also valued for his Long Island home is $650,000. He also has some property in South Carolina valued at $154,000. And Rex, of course, worked at his Manhattan office, and his daughter was the receptionist that was also working there. Now, on Friday night, of course, we will continue to bring you up-to-date coverage on, of course, Rex Heuermann and the Gilgo Beach SK. And we will also be talking with profiler Alexa. She's a criminal profiler that's a handwriting expert and a body language expert. She will be joining us on Friday night, and she might have some more pictures for us and some more video footage perhaps. So check us out at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, before we end this video, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell for any time that we drop a video or do a live. Also, if you guys don't mind, please hit that like and a share. Truly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. You have a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching the video.